Hey fam, what's going on? We're back. I'm Kelly, and this is my wife Huguette,
Hi.
and welcome back to our channel. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
Okay, baby. What are we talking about today? What would you like to discuss today?
Okay, well, we have lots of topics, but today our topic will be healthcare in Benin Republic, specifically Cotonou.
Oh, so you want to talk about your experience?
I want to talk about my experience. As some of
Okay.
you may already know, we are trying, we travel around Africa trying to figure out where we want to be right now, where we want to settle. And of course, we have to check out everything, the healthcare system, the educational system. And we don't have little
So
kids.
you got sick intentionally so you can check out the healthcare
No,
system?
not at all. Not at all. But even the
Okay.
educational system and the healthcare system for our benefit and also for your benefit and for the benefit of our family members who may want to follow suit. So anyway, I did not get a chance to check out the medical system until I got sick. Yes, yes.
Yeah. That was terrible.
It was terrible. I felt terrible. First of all, I am a foodie. I love food. I love eating. And Benin has wonderful, delicious foods. And street food is really good too. And we've been there for a while, 3 months. It was about 3 months. And we've been eating the street food for about a month, and everything was fine. And I guess this one time, everything was not fine, and I got really sick. My tummy hurt really bad.
Yeah, you had some type of
Some
bacteria they
bacteria.
said in your stomach from something you ate actually.
Yeah, so my wonderful husband, rushed me to the clinic.
Clinical Senna.
Yeah, not too far from where we live in
In Cotonou.
right.
It was actually like 4 minutes from the house.
Exactly.
From our Airbnb.
Exactly, in
Yeah.
Figaro. That's where we stayed, in
Yeah.
Figaro. And so anyway, we went in. I thought it was just like an urgent care, what we have in America as an urgent care. That's what it seemed like it was. And anyway, we went in, got served right away, walked in, and I don't speak a lot of Creole or French or Patois. I speak a little bit. I understand some French from high school and college, but my husband here speaks Creole very fluently. And so I went in because he pulled up, and I went in, he went to park the car. And so when he came in, he explained to them, how I felt. But the thing is, when I walked in not feeling well, I said, I'm not well. And somebody asked me, are you by yourself? And that was in English. Somebody said that in English. And I said, no, my husband is coming. So they asked me to take a seat. And, the service, the welcome, the warmness was there, because I felt horrible, guys. I felt like I wanted to
You
die.
were moaning the whole time in pain. Yeah.
I was in pain. I was not feeling well. Anyway, so they had me sit, and my husband came in like maybe a minute later, and he told them what was going on. They took me straight off to get me weighed, get me to a bed. They got me to a bed. I laid down. I was like, thank you, Lord. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to lay down. And they came in with the IV, and then a nurse came in to ask, and in French, what was going on, what have you. And my husband said, we don't speak French. And then she spoke. Did she speak English back to you?
She spoke English. She spoke some
English.
English. She
Yeah.
wasn't good, but she spoke English.
Yeah, broken English, and which was perfect. And a lot of times, like I said in previous videos, a lot of times the people will say, I don't speak English. They'll say no speak English or whatever. They indicate that they don't speak. And after you're with them for a little while, you realize, yes, you do speak English. You don't speak it fluently, but you speak it. And that's perfectly fine, because I don't speak French, not even fluently. I speak a little bit. I understand a little bit, but you know what I mean? So anyway, she was able to, to find out what's going on. But the thing is, while they're finding out, they're giving me IV. They're doing this, they're doing that. And, I really felt taken care of. That it was I was very sick. I felt really bad. But it was
I've never heard you moan that hard in pain.
Yeah,
ever,
I was
ever.
really in pain, but I felt taken care of. I felt like I didn't have anything to worry about. And I'm gonna let my husband chime in Oh, also too. Okay, so let's just talk about the medical part of it, and then the kindness. You know.
Well, for me, don't forget what you said. For me, what got me, was the service when we first came in. In the U.S. you got to fill out 1,000 paperwork and whatnot. Fill this out. You got insurance. You got this. Nah, the lady was handing me a little piece of paper. She handed me a thing.
A form.
A form, and it was like name, first name, surname, age, and phone number.
That's
it.
That's it.
That was it.
Yeah.
Ain't no check this, check that, and
do you
fill
have
out all
insurance?
this.
Do you have this?
Do you have insurance? Do you have this? Do you have that?
Like
It wasn't
fill out a
none of
whole
that.
lot of
Fill out yeah. So to me, that was nice.
That was
okay.
very
Name,
nice.
age, phone number. Bam.
That's
done.
it. That's it.
And and then right away, like you said, you were in the room. The next thing you know, she came in, checked your stomach right away because you thought you had malaria,
That's
right?
what I thought.
Yeah. You were saying, "Oh, it's malaria." She's like, "No." She
checked my
poked
stomach.
you. She's like, "No."
She did a physical exam.
Yeah. She's like, "No. You ate something. You got some type of bacterial infection." I guess they probably seen that before, so she knew.
Yes.
So,
but they took blood and stuff to make sure to do, to send it to the lab.
Absolutely.
I got to that place like around maybe 7:30ish.
7:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes.
And they kept checking on me, and then the doctor came in, and that was kind of funny because he spoke French, of course. And so he kept speaking to us in French, but to my husband mostly. He was talking to me, but I like I said, I was not feeling well, so my husband would answer for me a lot, and he kept speaking in French. And I'll tell him about that because I thought it was funny.
Well, I don't think it was funny, but anyway,
That's why I think it was funny.
He was like kept speaking French, like my wife said, and I'm like, dude. We don't speak French, do you?
And the nurse also told him they don't speak French. He's like, yes, they do.
Yes, they do. He insists, especially me, he insists that I spoke French. He thought I was
Beninese,
which I'm probably descendant, right, from Benin. So, but anyway, he kept insisting. I'm like, I don't speak French. And finally, I guess he's like, yeah. When I told him I didn't speak French, he was like, well, so what are you doing in Benin? He was like,
but he said that in French.
Yeah.
But then my husband said, "Well, you're a doctor. You should be able to speak English as well."
Well, right.
And I'm thinking, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this is not going to be good."
It was like in a fun kind of way. It wasn't like serious, but he was like, "Yeah, well, I'm not speaking English because I know you speak French."
Yes.
And finally he realized, well, okay, we don't speak French.
And then
he spoke English.
Yeah.
And then he wanted to know, what are you guys doing here?
Well, not then. That was later.
But he still wanted to know why we were there. But anyway,
he was excellent. He was an excellent doctor, excellent care, But I just thought that was kind of funny because I know my husband. It's like, you're a doctor, you don't speak English? Come on now. I know we're here, but still. So that was kind of funny. But anyway, they took really good care of me. And then the place where we stayed, the Airbnb, well, it wasn't Airbnb at that time, no? Because we left the Airbnb. By then we were living
in the compound.
The compound where we lived.
Yeah.
The person who took care of it, I don't know what you want to call him. We call him the Harris because the Harris.
He's the guy, basically. He's security and everything else. He makes sure he maintains the building for the owner, make sure everything is good, make sure we're taken care of also.
But I will refer to him as the Harris because the Harris.
That's what they call them in the Middle East.
In the Middle East, they call him the Harris because they're basically, taking care of everything. And basically, what it really means in Arabic is like the angels. They're angels.
The caretakers.
Yes, right? So anyway, he was so amazing because when I got really sick and my husband's like, okay, let's go to the hospital. He secured transportation for us. There was somebody else in the building who had a car, and he asked them, he told them the situation, and they said, yeah, go ahead, take my car.
Yeah.
We didn't know this person, and he just met us. I mean, we were there for almost 3 months at that point.
He knew us. So,
he knew us, but he borrowed it from somebody who did not know us.
They were there only probably 3 days or 4 days.
Exactly, and it was a lady, and we thank her from the bottom of our heart. And she allowed us to take her car. He went with us, dropped us off to the thing, and he came back.
Yeah.
He came back after a couple hours.
Because he didn't see us back. He came back.
He drove back to find out how we were.
And what's going on and, and all this stuff. That was very nice of him.
That just touched my heart. That really touched my heart. And not only that, he even told the owner of the property what happened. Yeah. So they were sending good wishes. And I mean, it was just,
he also brought me a SIM card from, brought a SIM card because he knew my phone. Like we were saying, the Harris got us a SIM card. A local SIM card.
We don't have
a local number. We didn't have a local number. We still had our U.S. number with our U.S. phone working.
Right. And sometimes it works perfectly fine. Sometimes it doesn't.
It's glitchy.
So he wanted to make sure that we had something,
so he can get in touch with us, because he tried calling us and he couldn't get in touch with us, so he got worried. He came to the hospital to make sure.
He drove there.
Yeah, drove there. Had them call me out of the room. When I got there with Sam, he was like, "Is everything okay?" I was wondering what happened to you guys.
And I thought that was really
that was very nice. Yes. Hey, let me tell you, the people on the continent, man, they treat you like family.
They do.
They treat you like family.
And they call you family.
And they call you family. For example, me, I'm uncle. I'm uncle to most people.
Yes.
I mean, it's.
Yeah. Some of them call me auntie. Some of them call me mom.
Yeah.
So and you feel it. You feel it's not just, now don't get me wrong, some people do that just so that you feel comfortable, so they can manipulate and what have you. So
few in between.
We're from Florida. We're from South Florida. So we keep our eyes open.
But on the whole,
you feel it. It's genuine.
Very welcome. Yeah. You feel you feel like family.
Yeah. But let's finish with this one. Okay.
Right.
So anyway, so that was that. Then he kept on giving me IV medicines and what have you. I started feeling a little bit better, not 100%, but a little bit better. And then he said the doctor figured that I would be more comfortable in a private room. So the whole time I was in what we would call emergency room.
The emergency section.
In the U.S.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was very comfortable. There later on, a little boy came in with his mom, and then another lady came in. But it was very nice, very peaceful. We were separated. It was very, very comfortable. Anyway, I went to a private room, and because he wanted me to get the results before he discharged me. And he told me that I would be discharged by 10 o'clock.
By 10 o'clock, yes.
So we got the results around 4. Mm-hmm. So it was a bacteria, some kind of bacteria, something
infection,
I ate.
Something you ate.
Yeah. But he wanted to give me another round of meds before he sent me home.
Antibiotic before you went home. Yes. Through your IV and stuff. Yeah.
So he said he went ahead and admitted me to a room, which was, like I said, was very comfortable, private bath, and everything. So for me, the experience was very, very positive. So just made this video to let you know, if you do get sick in Benin, you will be very well taken care of. They have facilities just like we do in America, sanitized, sanitary, everything that you would expect in the West. It's there. Mm-hmm. So have no fear.
And this wasn't really a major hospital.
And it wasn't.
It was a clinic. But to me, it was like a major hospital. It looked like a major hospital.
Because they had rooms. They had hospital rooms.
Hospital rooms. But it was very nice. The experience was very nice. And you ordered food after a while. You got it.
That was the best part. Remember, I said I'm a foodie. Listen, you know how in the West we have hospitals and you have the cafeteria. Okay, so this one had a cafeteria, but the good part for me is that you get to order what you want. Yeah. So we ordered the fish and what have you, everything we wanted. And of course, it takes a while because, everything is cooked fresh, but delicious, delicious.
Yeah.
And when we went for the follow-up, a couple of days later, we went for the follow-up visit. I was fine. I was feeling great. And we actually ordered food again from the cafeteria.
We went upstairs and we ate, absolutely.
Yes.
And it was very cheap too. It was half the price we normally pay at the restaurants. Yeah.
Yes.
So, and it was delicious.
It was delicious.
So
hope this helps you figure out, feel comfortable knowing that, if you get sick
And Benin and Cotonou, you're in good hands.
You'll be
You're in
fine.
good- And Benin has a lot of other hospitals
There are
too.
a lot of hospitals. This was our experience with this just one
hospital.
Yeah,
Yeah, just this one hospital.
But
Yeah.
just want to share this information with
you
all.
guys, so don't be afraid to travel the continent, don't be afraid, and don't be afraid to go to Benin, okay?
Yes.
It's a very nice, I think Benin is a hidden gem anyway.
It is a little hidden gem.
All right.
All right. Well, thank you for listening. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and
share the video.
And share.
All right, my people out there.
Until next time.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.